Bonjour and welcome to the Tarot of Claude. Today I'm going to be doing a monthly tarot reading for November for Cancer. I hope you're well and that you've had a good October month. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from my Oracle deck to get the energies for the month for you. These are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody, so just take what applies to your current situation and discard the rest. So what are the energies for November for Cancer? Okay, so your first energy is burnt by the sun. I hope you can see it. And the keywords are ambition, extension, reach. So that's your first energy. And then let me pull one randomly, one that calls to me. This one, right here. Nobility. Oh wow, she's pretty. And it says honor, high standards, idealistic. Okay. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross to go in deeper into the message for this month. So what is this ambition and high standards that's in your head at the moment? Let's see. Okay, your frame of mind, what's blocking you, what's beneath you, what's above you. See if I can do that. Yeah, can you see that? Kind of. What's behind you, what's ahead of you. Let me push all of this here. I'm sorry, it's difficult to see where I'm at on the screen. Okay. Advice, environment, hopes and fears, outcome. Okay. So in the recent past, you have the Seven of Cups. Now 7 is the number of experience, reflection, assessment, and so you're looking at the options you have on an emotional level, because we're talking about the cups, which is feelings and emotions, that kind of thing. So you've been looking at your options in the recent past, which is probably why the oracle cards are all talking about ambition, moving forward, and high standards. It's also talking about idealistic, which may be coming from you looking at your options. And in the center of your reading, as your frame of mind, you have the Hermit. The Hermit is a major arcana, so it's talking about something that's important in your life. The minor arcana deal with the day-to-day stuff. Major arcana are very important energies on our life path. Now the Hermits obviously can mean different things, but generally speaking, it's going into some kind of quiet period, solitude, to look inside to find your answers, basically. So it's retreating so you can give things a good thought and find out what it is that you really want. Get to know yourself better, so that then you can move forward. And this is important time. It's a slow time, but it's important. Self-knowledge is very important. And what's crossing you at the moment is the 8 of Swords. Now 8 is a number of advancement. Swords is to do with the intellect, the truths, thoughts, communication, that kind of thing. And the 8 of Swords is the card of having put up some kind of boundaries, in your head, and you've imprisoned yourself. So like you're imprisoned in your head, and you can't see the exit, because you can see on the card, you know, there's no swords blocking her, but she's got a blindfold, so she doesn't see the way out. So she's all up in her head, and she just can't get out of it. So that's what's at the center of your reading. Now in your subconscious, you have the Four of Wands. 4 is a number of stability, strong foundations, and Wands is to do with your passion, what drives you, your spirit. It's fire energy. Now the Four of Wands is a celebrating energy, because you've experienced the beginning of growth in number 3, basically, and so you're celebrating. It can be a card of, you know, happy at home, that kind of thing, but in your subconscious, this is what this is. It's that celebratory kind of energy. And it's very stable, and so you may not be aware of it because it's in your subconscious. And your goals and aspiration, you have the Emperor. Now the Emperor is number 4 as well, so it's interesting to note that on the subconscious level you have a 4, and as your goal, so what you consciously want, you have a 4 as well. And the Emperor is also fire energy. Now the Emperor is a strong leader. He knows what he wants and he goes and gets it. The Emperor can also be a father figure, but I believe that you want to be the Emperor. The Oracle cards talked about your ambition, you know, trying to reach something. You've got high standards, maybe even bordering on being idealistic, and so you want to be that Emperor, whether that's at home or at work, whatever it is. This is what you want to achieve. You want to be this person. But subconsciously what you're looking for is a celebration, really, of a small victory, but you know, something that's stable and strong. In the immediate future, you get the High Priestess. That's another major arcana, so that's your 3rd major arcana. You've got 4 on your reading out of 10 cards. So the High Priestess is a very wise woman, and she gets her wisdom from listening to her inner voice, because she channels messages. She's the bridge between the spirit world and the physical world, so she channels messages. So in the near future, this is saying that you need to listen to your intuition, listen to that little voice in your head, because you may have, you know, God, the universe, or spirit guides who are giving you hints as to what you need to do. It's a very mysterious card, but it's saying that you will, you know it in your gut, basically. You're going to get that feeling in your gut in the near future as to what you need to do in order to move forward and be that Emperor you want to be. In the advice and recommendation, you've got the 9 of Swords. Now 9 is a number of achievements, but in the sword suits, because it's to do with thoughts. It's more a card of overwhelming thoughts that you need to control. It's having courage and not allowing those thoughts to take over your mind, basically. So the advice is to get clear, which is why you've got the Hermit in the center of your reading. Get clear about what it is that you want, and do not let those thoughts overcome you. Okay, that's the advice. In the external influence, you have the 6 of Swords. Now, the 6 is a number of harmony, having overcome a challenge, and as you can see on the card, you're taking those swords with you. So you've learned your lessons and you're moving forwards, you're leaving the troubled waters behind and you're going forward. It can also represent a trip. It's a movement card. So you could have an offer or an invitation to go somewhere related to what it is you're trying to achieve. So if we're talking ambition and reaching that, maybe, you know, to get a promotion, you may get an offer of relocation. But generally speaking, it's saying that you know, you've learned your lessons and you're moving forward. In your hopes, you've got the Ace of Wands, and obviously Ace is the beginning, so it's the exciting new beginning, because Wands are the suits of excitement, passion, and so you're hoping for an opportunity, for someone to give you that opportunity that's going to excite you and give you maybe the chance to show them what you can do, because you have ambition, and you want to be the emperor, so you may want a promotion and be a leader, but you're really hoping for this opportunity to come to you. That's what you're hoping for. And remember, the advice is to not get overwhelmed by your thoughts, because you have a lot of swords in this reading, which is letting me see that it's all in your mind. You're blocking yourself in your mind. Now, as an outcome, you get the Lovers. And the Lovers is all about making a decision, and this decision is going to be very important because it's a major arcana, so it's an important event on your life path. I'm going to clarify the Lovers. So what about this decision? Yes, the Ten of Pentacles, my favorite cards. You want to leave a legacy. The Ten of Pentacles is, you know, having everything you want in your physical world, and that's what you want. You want the happy life, happy home, financial security, living a legacy. You want this for the long term. You're not in it for the short term. This is why you've got those high standards and this idealistic view, and this is why you're putting so much pressure on yourself, because you know this is what you want with the Ten of Pentacles. And so this is what happens when we really want something badly. We put so much pressure on ourselves and we end up all caught up in our head, like with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. And so this is why, you know, that this is a decision that, well, could bring you your Ten of Pentacles. So my advice would be to not put so much pressure on yourself. Make sure that you keep your thoughts in check, that you don't let them overwhelm you. And you'll be fine. You're going to get some messages with the High Priestess. So listen to the nudges that you're getting, and you should be getting to where you want. So that's a very positive reading for the month of November. Should be very interesting anyway. I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. I also offer daily readings, so I'm going to link them, put a card on this video if you want to check them out. If you've liked my little setup with the tarot deck I used, etc., it comes from a tarot box. It's a monthly subscription box. It's called Nine of Earth, and I've done an unboxing, so if you want to check out what's in the box and what you get, I'm going to leave a card on this video as well for you to check this out. I'm not sponsored by them, I'm just doing it because I really like them and I was really happy with the box. So yes, I hope you have a fantastic November month, and let me know in the comments box below if anything resonated with you, or if you'd like to see a specific type of reading such as relationship or career, I don't know, spirit messages, whatever. Just let me know, I'd be happy to hear from you, and I hope you'll come and see me again soon. Until next time, au revoir.